Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm Debbie from Debbie's Bright Ideas, guys, and welcome to my page. Today, thank you for being here, every single one of you. I appreciate all of you. Today is Monday, and it is the Bright and Early Crafters event day. The Bright and Early Crafters do host every Monday, so welcome. Thank you to Ginger from Ginger's Glitzy Creations by Ginger. Thank you so much. She just, she is always up and at 'em, early birdie, getting it started early in the morning. So thank you to her, always creating something beautiful. This is a different time for me, guys. I'm normally at work on a Monday, but today we'll get into all this later. Let me find myself really quickly here. But guys, welcome. Happy Monday. So happy to be here with you. I have the coffee here ready to go. I'm going to find myself really quick here before we get started. Let me find myself really fast. Let's see here. Okay, where are you at, girl? There you are. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Okay, I just plugged in these phones here. Let me see. Okay, hopefully I can read the comments. I know Ginger was having trouble with her comments. I was listening to Ginger as I was getting myself together this morning, making the coffee, getting his hair tied down, because if you would see it in the morning, you'd be, oh my word, what is happening there? But anyone, if you happen to hop on, say hello, let me know you're here. I greatly do appreciate it. I know it is different to see me on this early on a Monday morning. I'm normally at work, but today was supposed to be today is a work day off from my regular job, but I am going to be working on the Bright Ideas business today. Hello, Anayeli, Love Letters Creations. Welcome, friend. Welcome, amiga. Welcome to my Monday segment. Guys, I'm going to be on. Hi, Trina Reed. I'm going to be on 2 hours today. We did have some of the creators that were going to be out today. We all have appointments. We all have different situations that are going on where we need to be out. I know I have had plenty of those. But thank you, God. Hi, Linda. Hello, my beautiful. Thank you, God. Hi, Late Night Crafting. I am on an amazing road to an amazing recovery. Every day is a good one. Yesterday was a little bit of a weird one because we had a lot of rain here in Corpus. We did get in late last night from Dallas, and we brought the rain with us. And it was nice to have the rain. We needed it. Hi, Heidi. Hello, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to the Things Are a Buggin' and a Bloomin' with the Bright Ideas, with the Bright and Early Crafters, guys. So welcome. It is, I hope all of you had a beautiful, amazing Easter holiday. Hopefully you were able to rest, relax, spend time with the family, eat lots of yummy treats. Hi, Mary. Hello, Tina. Hello, everyone. Welcome. It was an amazing weekend for myself of a lot of family fun and a lot of eating. Hello, Shannon, Sugar Snap Designs. Hello, everyone. Thank you for sprinkling, my friends. Thank you. Because I didn't share myself out to the groups. I shared Ginger out this morning. I do all the girls, but I always forget myself for some reason. But anyway, I hope you all had an amazing Easter holiday. I had an amazing one. The travel back and forth is long. I was telling my husband yesterday, as we're driving, I said, I've spent a lot of time on the road traveling up to Dallas, traveling back down to Dallas. Then we had to rush into the ranch last night and go make sure all the cattle was fed and taken care of. So it was a little bit of a while on the road, and I'm back. And today is I'm going to be doing 2 hours today, guys, because we did have some creators that were out today. And we had creators that were out today. So I said, you know what, I got to jump in here. And I got to fill in the pockets, because we did have quite a few pockets that were empty. But we do have a special guest today on the lineup. We have Debbie Marcinkiewicz from Paper Sweetie. So that definitely is a treat. So definitely get ready to check her out. I see my camera kind of darkening over here. Guys, when you come back from a trip, what's so weird is all the stuff you have to unpack. You take your chargers, you take your makeup bags, you take all the things. Luckily, I've gotten so good now that I have 2 sets of makeup, so I don't have to actually be toting around so much. But just all the different things that you take with you, like your hair iron, your blow dryer, all the different things. And you have to unpack all those things when you get back. And it's like, so So this morning I was pulling things out of bags and doing all that. Guys, I did make this cute mushroom here. Well, I did, but I didn't finish it. So on today's lives, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to finish this one here with the Things Are Bugging and a Blooming. Hello, Brenda. Hello. Hi, Tammy, my beautiful Tammy. Welcome, my beautiful friend. I'm so happy to see all you guys. It's been a while for me. I've been off for a little bit, but I'm back. And we're coming back with a busy schedule. You guys can see those are all the beautiful blooming. It has rhinestones, pearls, all the beautiful things in there. You know, all of these things are available at the shop. If you definitely do check the shop out at Debbie's Bright Ideas at Etsy.com, you can find those things there. It was a busy weekend, guys. Thank you all to everyone that does order from the Bright Ideas business. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm back because it's a work day for me today. I have to get all the orders out today. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm totally grateful for all of the amazing blessings. I was listening to Ginger speak about glue guns. Look at my glue gun mess here. And I don't have a glue gun anymore either because it broke. I broke it. You know, I was squeezing it too hard, forcing the glue out, and I broke it. I got to get some new glue guns. I also need to pay Helen Gallegos Ortiz, forgive me, my friend, because I know I have a glue gun holder ordered from you guys. If you guys have a business, definitely put it here in the comments. Let everyone know if you have a business or if you have an Etsy shop. We definitely do appreciate it. Thank you. I miss you all. I miss you all, Tammy. It's been a minute. It's been a little minute, but I'm back. She's back. So you guys saw that I did make this mushroom here, right? And you see it's missing. It has a gap there. I kind of want to do all the filling in things today on this beauty here while I'm here. So if you're in and out, stop in, say hello, let me know. It's going to be a little bit. I do also, for the bug-in part, I want to create a cute dragonfly. So let's go ahead and get started with that. We're going to be using, I said, why not? Let's just make it in lavender. This is what's here and available for us to grab. We're going to be using the teaspoons here. I'm going to go ahead and start with the, let's start with the 1 teaspoon with the body for the body part, because it's just simple, just rolling out a bunch of little balls and creating this cute dragonfly for the Things Are Bugging and a Blooming. How was everyone's Easter, guys? Did you guys have an amazing Easter? Did you guys spend time with the grandbabies, with the children, with the Easter bunny? Did you guys eat a lot like I did? Guys, I have to detox this. I mean, I have to get on a detox because holy moly macaroni did I eat. Hi, Alicia Bustamante. Hello, beautiful friends. Hello, everyone. And you see here, I'm just going to make just roll out some small little balls. I'm just going to form together a really cute dragonfly here that I want to put here on the top of the mushroom. I did make one already, and here she is. It's this cutie here, really simple, really easy, and it's all clay, just formed out balls. I'm going to show you how I made this one here, and this is what we're going to be putting on top. I always liked this one. I made, like, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, and it'd been sitting there, and I said, you know what, this would be perfect for today's event. Hello, Angie from Angeland. Welcome, my beautiful. And after myself is Angie from Angeland, so definitely do check out the schedule. It is posted on my page, and it will also be posted on the other creators' pages as well, or if not, in the Bright and Early Crafters page, the Bright Ideas page, because I do have several. You guys can check in the group pages for today's schedule. It has been changed around a little bit because we've had, you know, creators had appointments and different things going on today, so schedule got kind of moved around several times this week. So definitely go check that out. I'm so happy you guys are here, guys. Welcome, welcome. So you can see here, I'm just using the 1 teaspoon measuring spoon here, and then I'm just rolling these balls of clay here. So it won't be very many. This little dragonfly is really fast and easy to make. And I will tell you guys, if you have time, even with the kitties, this is an easy one to make with the little ones. Little dragonflies, these are perfect for decorations, guys. These are perfect for putting into arrangements, you know, swag attachments, wreaths, all different types of fun things. It is absolutely my new. I'm definitely excited to on this new thing, and I was talking to my daughters about it, about the crafting, you know, all the pieces that I do make and all of my different creations. Is I'm really focused on on using them for arrangements. It is a big goal of mine. So all of these things that I am creating will be going into arrangements. So they are put together as a group, and so that I can start creating. I want to create at least a good, and it can accumulate really fast. I say at least by the time I have a good 15 arrangements, I'll then post them to my Etsy shop, and that way they'll be available for sale. Because I do get requests from some of my beautiful followers, you know, asking me about my creations and if I am selling them. And I'm like, okay, it's time for me to really start getting that together and start posting them on my Etsy so that I can put them for sale. So definitely look out for that. Hi, Tamara. Hello, beautiful. Hi, Tamara. Are you ready, girl? Because I'm back. She's back. You ready? I'm coming. Come. I hope you're ready for some lives, chica. I hope you're ready. Hi, Dewey. Hello, everyone. So I'm also rolling out 3 balls. I didn't tell you guys what size. This is the half teaspoon. And if you guys ever do watch me, you know I definitely do use a lot of teaspoons. These are mainly my main 3 that I do use from the set. It is the 1 tablespoon, the 1 teaspoon, and the half teaspoon. These definitely are really the ones I use the most, and they get me by and always help me with everything that I need it seems to work out really, really, really well when I'm crafting. I make 3 balls of the half teaspoon. Now I'm going to make 2 balls of the half teaspoon, but I'm going to split them in half. I'm going to get and make 2 smaller ones. Okay. So we'll just measure that. It's going to be 2 hours of me today, guys. So if you're in and out, I'll be here. Okay, guys, I'm going to be here for a little while. And I told myself, you know what? I'm not going to rush. Normally I'm like pump, 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 pump because I'm coming from work. I'm on a break, so I'm always in a hurry. Today is actually a day off for me from work. Guys, it's been so weird. I've been out of work since Wednesday. I finished payroll. I took off from work Wednesday, jumped on the road, headed up to Dallas. My granddaughter and I got there about midnight. Guys, I got pulled over. Yes, I got pulled over. As I was entering Dallas, I got pulled over because, you know, it was very late at night, and I'm coming in to the area, and I see the trooper, and I panic. Hi, Jobri. Hello from Australia. Welcome, friend. I see the trooper, right, and I panic. Immediately, I'm like, oh my God, am I speeding? I took my foot off the accelerator, and immediately I look at my, you know, should have been watching that, but I, you know, of course, just zoned into getting to my daughter's house. So I'm watching him through my mirror. I'm trying to get my car on speed, cruise control. And, you know, so he said I hit the line 3 times. Oh my gosh. He thought I was intoxicated. So yeah, he pulls me over. My granddaughter's like, I'm like, calm down. We're going to be okay. She doesn't see the lights immediately. So I start, you can't buy stars. I'm okay. You left your ATM card and someone took it. Where did you leave it, Tammy? You left it in the ATM? Ay, Dios mío, Tammy. I'm so sorry. That's happened to me before, Tammy. I know exactly how you feel. Oh my gosh, yes. I've left it at the bank in the ATM, but luckily someone did turn it in, and I went and picked it up at the bank. But yeah, when those meanies don't turn it in, oh my gosh, yeah. What a nightmare, right? I'm so sorry, girl. Do not worry about the stars. Please, just you being here is all I need, Tammy. I appreciate you. But yeah, got pulled over. I said, I only got pulled over 1 time. And he was such a sweetie. I mean, the officer was such a sweetie. Of course, I'm babbling on like I always do. And he's just like, oh my gosh, this woman is crazy. You know, I go into everything literally in 1 minute. You know, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm here. And we're looking for a Taco Bell. I said, I'm looking for a Taco Bell. I need to feed my granddaughter. We've been on the road for quite a while. I said, and everything is closed. And he kind of like laughed. I know I saw him kind of laugh. So he's like, I'm just going to give you a warning, but, you know, let me have your license. Let me go check it out. I just added a little glue there in between the 2 balls just because skin is building up because I have them set here. Because I could have started attaching, but I went ahead and left everything out, as you can see. Just a little tacky glue just for extra stickiness there. And just attaching the balls to one another. Here, really easy. So we're going to make this one kind of long. So we'll do that. So yeah, he checked it out. He brings back the paper and he's like, this is just a warning. You know, and I explained to him like where I'm going. He starts giving me the directions to every eatery and he's just like, and just stay away from this part of town. And I'm like, okay, thank you so much. He was a sweetheart. And then we went along our way, kept the car on cruise control, kept my truck on cruise control because I'm like, it's not happening to me again. My granddaughter's like, that's never happened to me, Grandma, before. I've never been pulled over. I said, I know, because you're 10. But only with, she goes, but only with my grandma. This happens only with my grandma. Yes, guys, the adventures of Debbie and Macy. For sure. And you could put a little face on these little things and make them cute. Maybe that's what I'll do to this one here. Maybe I'll put a little face on this one. And usually the top, you know, the front of the face is a little bit smaller, but I don't know if I want to do that because I'm going to add in a face. You guys can see there, it's just kind of starts looking very caterpillar-y, right? Caterpillar. Looks like a caterpillar, right? So it's just balls of clay. You can definitely start seeing the form of the dragonfly, right? And I kind of put a little curl on it. You can do all kinds of little curls on it, you know, maybe do like a little swirl because once it dries, it will stay that way and it just makes it extra cute, right? Just makes it a little extra cute. Okay, so the same thing for the little wings. You measure out the little wings into little balls, and then you just press these out. And I do believe, yeah, it's going to be a teaspoon, 4 teaspoons of clay for the wings because we need 4 wings. And I'm starting to get hot. Yeah, it worked out for me. I didn't get a ticket. Thank you. Thank goodness. You know, just like I said, I was just very honest with him. Honesty is the best policy, right? Just let him know this is where I am. It's dark. It's late. I've been traveling. Sorry, I'm not drunk. Just drunk on life, like always. And we were on a mission to find a Taco Bell that was open. And as soon after he gave us great directions to a Taco Bell, we pulled into the Taco Bell, ordered some food, and we sat in the parking lot and ate it because I'm like, we're not driving and eating. We're pulling over. We sat and we just laughed about the whole thing, my granddaughter and I. It was so funny. We were eating our Taco Bell and just laughing away. It didn't get to my daughter's house till like midnight, and we sat up and talked a little, and then it was 1 a.m. by the time we went to bed. Every night was late for me, guys. We went to bed at 3 a.m, 4 a.m. I mean, the nights were late. My son-in-law and daughter hosted an amazing Easter holiday. My son-in-law made a big crawfish boil. There was, I mean, this table, they had a 8-foot table completely covered in crawfish. Covered. I mean, he was just pouring the crawfish out. Everybody's sitting around this big old table, just eating away, cracking, eating. I mean, it had corn on the cob, potatoes, sausage, the whole works. I mean, he outdid himself. Everybody was just munching away. It was an amazing night of music, fun, dancing, all kinds of fun stuff. As you see here, I rolled out the little balls, right? And then I'm just taking my index finger here and just pressing down, creating a dent, and then the one of the ends of the smush ball here, I just pinch it and make it just like that. Kind of like a petal, right? If you were making like a little flower. Yes, I was definitely in glory. I mean, it was an overdose of crawfish, and goodness, it just was. My taste buds were screaming out for crawfish. My son-in-law definitely met the needs, and oh my gosh, I ate so much, guys. I ate so much. We went to Cracker Barrel one morning. We had an amazing breakfast. Of course, I had some amazing shopping. I came back very loaded. My granddaughter and I can do damage together. She went on her little spree. We went to the nail salon. We got a pedicure. I didn't get my hands done because, you know, the lady at the salon, and it was a gorgeous salon. Oh my gosh. Honestly, we don't have a salon here in Corpus like the salon we went to up in the Dallas area. And it is a salon my daughter, she's a regular at. They all know her. She walks in there. They roll out the red carpet. And then, of course, she has her mama with her. And they just are the most beautiful, amazing people at the salon. It was a gorgeous day. We got amazing treatment. And just the salon was just gorgeous. I mean, gosh, just gorgeous. I mean, we had an amazing trip. I'm like, okay, it's time to get back to reality, get back to work. The business is a calling, work is a calling. Hank and Daisy were here with my daughter. She stepped in and took good care of them. So it definitely was an amazing break for myself. My husband's here. We actually changed his flight out, so he extended his time. And he gets like that. Once he gets home, he don't want to leave. So we changed up his flight. We changed his flight. So he's here and he's over in the living room with the babies right now. But I got to get to work today. Today is a work day for me here with the Bright Ideas business. It has been a busy weekend, and I need to get my life together here and get these orders out the door here within, I say I'll have them out here within 2 hours. Within 2 hours, once I get in here, I'll buckle down and I will get all the orders packed and out. They're already printed, ready to go. I did get in there last night and start pulling some of the orders. So today I will pack and get them on their way and get them out to their homes where I know their moms are waiting on them. They're waiting on their, our clay moms are waiting on their product. So you guys can see here, I'm just bringing in, I brought these two together just like that, right? And then now I'm just bringing them into pretty much where the second ball of clay is. I just kind of bring them in there and just kind of do my best to kind of smush them in there a little bit so that they can attach. I kind of messed that one up a little bit, but it's nothing you can't fix. The clay is still soft and fresh. All you have to do is just take your finger, just go back and just kind of clean up all the indentations that you have there. And pretty much your goal is to leave it flat until it dries. You guys can see that. Isn't that beautiful? And that is just a gorgeous little dragonfly. Really, really cute. You don't have to put faces on these. I was going to put a face on it, but I don't think I need to. What I want to do is I want to gussy these things up. You can see, right? These are different shape. I pointed out the ends here. Once they're in their place, you can kind of take your fingers here and just give it a little pinch on the other end. And you can see there that definitely does change the look of the dragonfly. Really cute. They're really fun. And imagine you can make these in all different sizes. It doesn't have to be this small. Now that we have the dragonflies ready there, right? Let's go ahead, guys. Just big old things of clay and all kinds of look at that, of hot glue. I broke the hot glue. I was making my wreath before I left. I was getting one of the ice cream cones that I had made. It's a beautiful lemony, sunshiny summer wreath that I did put on the door. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you. That I did put on the door. I made a few lives ago. I made a really cute lemon ice cream cone. So that went on there. I put some bees on there. I put some yellow blooms, some lemons. It worked out really beautiful. Some yellow ribbon. So that is my new front door wreath because I have to get my life together here and I have to make sure I always have a cute wreath. I'm like, how are you going to be on here crafting and showing people different ideas when your wreath looks like junk? So that definitely is a thing that is not going to happen to me again. I'm going to make sure I at least have a nice wreath. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add some tacky glue here to the little wings. And I'm going to add some of the beautiful rhinestones from the shop. And it's going to be just the rainbow mix that I have. Just adding in some tacky glue here to the little indentations on the wings. I need to get a wipe. How's everyone doing today, guys? How was your Easter? Are you guys exhausted from the holiday? Are you guys going to chill out and relax today? Or is it a busy cleanup day? If you hosted Easter in your homes, I'm sure it is. Lots of cleaning up, lots of confetti, lots of Easter eggs, lots of candy, lots of little baby handprints everywhere. Lots of cleaning to do, right? You're tired today, Angie? I hear you, girl. I mean, it was like, I set my alarm last night. I'm like, you have to get up today. I'm wearing my t-shirt dress here because these are my new t-shirt house dresses. You know, you get to that age and you just like, when you're at home, you want something simple. The thing is that I have to have these t-shirt dresses because I have a back brace on underneath. And I need something quick and fast that I can go in and out of the house quickly. If I wanted to pop on a pair of sneakers and run to the post office, run to the corner store, whatever I need to do, I need to be able to be decent and be covered up. Because guys, I will tell y'all something. I called my daughter and I said, your mom looks like a H-O in the dress I was wearing. It was during the whole back brace thing. You wear these all the time, and they have these at Walmart, guys. This is a t-shirt dress from Walmart. They are $9.96. They have them in all colors. Of course, we need the black because we need a little extra, you know, to keep so nothing because it kind of disguises. But anyway, during this whole journey of mine, there was a day I needed to get out to the post office, and I didn't have anyone to go with me, so of course I had to go. I had this back brace on, and I'm like, I had pajamas over it, and I'm like, I just need something quickly to cover up. I'm just gonna run to the post office really fast. So I go in the closet and I pull out this sundress that I had, this pullover sundress. You wear them all the time too, Linda? You love them? I pull out this dress, and I used to wear it last year, but we forget the weight has changed. Everything's changed here, okay? Completely different from where I was. You know what? And it wasn't even last year. It was 2 years ago. That thing been hanging in there for 2 years. Cute as can be. Used to wear it out thinking, you know, when I was cute with my cute sandals on a nice summer day. I get this dress, pull it over. Hi, Carly. Pull it over, put it on. Not only is it too small, well, of course, because it's too small, it shrunk, it rode up. Guys, it literally was like, it was barely covering the stuff. Barely covering the stuff. So I said, okay, well, let me get this sweater, pull it over. And yeah, you should have seen. And I had Skechers on. I called my daughter. I'm like, your mom is just, yeah, the words I was using are not cute, so I can't say them here. But yeah, so she, you know, and she's like, let me see. So I FaceTime her, and we were cracking up. She fell over laughing. I said, girl, look at your mother. I said, so I guess it's time for me to find some t-shirt dresses. So I immediately came home, went on Walmart.com and ordered these t-shirt dresses. So when I'm home, this is what the outfit kind of looks like. Because, yeah, I had that incident. Hi, Carly girl. Hi, friends. I have these mixed, beautiful rainbow rhinestones, and these are the clear, guys. With the clear rhinestones, they're amazing because you can sprinkle them on, or you can lay them with the rhinestone pin, you know, one by one. That is the amazing thing about these stones. I also do have the AB flat back in the shop that you know, they don't have the clear. These are the clear, so they shine from all ends. You know how you have your AB backings, and those don't shine from all ends. You have to lay them flat to get their best exposure. But this one here is all the way around. I have wet fingers, so I had sticky and then wet, so I got to get that dry. And what I'm going to do with this here is I'm just going to sprinkle it into these little cavities here of the dragonfly wings, right? Just get that. And guys, I'm going slow today because I have 2 hours to burn up. 2 whole hours to burn up of time. So you're going to see me in here. Like I said, if you happen to pop in, pop out, say hello. I totally get it. It is Monday. Mondays are crazy busy. It is the start of the day, and I totally understand. But I will be here when you decide to come back because I'm here for 2 hours. You could look at that, how pretty that is. And just adding that small amount there just changes up that whole dragonfly. And you could actually do the whole dragonfly with these stones. Can you imagine the whole thing covered? That would be absolutely gorgeous. But today we're going to do the little wings of the dragonfly. Let me make sure I get this into all the spots. My husband has been binging the Yellowstone series there, and I think he's on the one where the Dutton, you know, family loses John Dutton, and he's like, he was literally, I walked to the living room right now, and he was standing in front of the TV like this. You know when you're doing that stand-up watching, that's serious. That is serious stuff. I actually finished all of I'm caught up. Let me just say that. On The Handmaid's Tale, that is 6. And you know what I actually said last night to myself? I said, thank God I caught up and I'm good, because it was consuming me, guys. It was consuming my life, and I'm like, thank goodness I am done catching up with all of the 6 seasons of The Handmaid's Tale, because I was sucked in, consumed, couldn't think about anything else, wasn't watching anything else. Any little bit of time I did get. You can, guys, I don't know if you guys can hear the TV, because my husband always puts that thing on surround sound, loud, extra loud, because he has to feel like he's there. And I can hear it through the walls right now. I have the door closed. Hank and Daisy are out there with him, living their best life, and they're Yellowstoning right now at this hour in the morning. The pit was yours, Carly? I heard. Okay, were you like thinking the pit all day long? Like, I'm like, okay, I have like a 2-hour window here. I'm gonna get this done, sit down, grab my food, watch 2 hours here, and catch up. And then it's like, pause, get up, because there's so many you have to pause so many times, because there's always so many different things going on, right, with the doggos and all the different things. Hi, Peggy. Good morning. And it was like, I was sucked in. I was out in Dallas, just asking everyone, have you seen The Handmaid's Tale? Everyone's like, I've seen one or 2 episodes. But, after me speaking on The Handmaid's Tale the whole weekend, the whole time I was out there, it's like, everybody's like, okay, when I get home, I'm going to watch. You have to watch it if you haven't seen it. Definitely is something. But I'm caught up, and I'm so happy, because I can't be sucked in anymore like that. So you guys can see, these are the beautiful dragonflies, right? For Things Are Bugging and A-Bloomin'. We are going to work on this beauty today, because she's unfinished and she's been sitting there. Super cute. I do want to add in, and this is so boring, we can just sit and chat and whatnot. I do want to add in, I was thinking maybe trim here, but I think it might have to be balls. Girl, guys, I might have to rule out balls to put here at the bottom. And I might just do the front for you guys, and then do the trim and the bottom, and then, we'll do that here on the live. But you guys can see, I do want to use these dragonflies here on this cute mushroom somewhere around here. I'm not quite sure where I'll put them. And I'm not even quite sure if it will be one of these. I might even make another color, maybe a cute pink one. But these are going to be great for summer decor that I'm going to be making. I'm planning on... Hi, Ginger. Thank you for hopping on this morning. I was listening to everything you were saying. Everything you were saying was, about the goals and all the different things we want to do, and then the daily emergencies. And Ginger's so right. You plan out this amazing week of goals and things that you want to do. All the plans of, okay, I'm going to get myself together. Like yesterday, I did plan on getting here really early and catching up on a lot of to-dos. No, we didn't drive in until really late last night, and we were in the dark at the ranch. So that's just one of those daily emergency things that Ginger was talking about. You can't plan for those daily emergencies. We were planning on getting here really early, but then, it was, okay, you can go out and do it today, but it's like, but today was full. Today's full, so we can't go out today. So there we were at night. I was in my pajamas. We were at the ranch doing watering, feeding, all of those things. And of course, my husband was there with me. So he was doing a lot of extras, which was really, really nice. But yeah, it is, I actually did do a little work on the drive home. I was working on the business stuff, lots of planning, lots of different things. And of course, had my head bobbling everywhere as we're driving. And I normally don't sleep on the road, but this time I couldn't help it, guys. My head was bobbling left and right. So I didn't get all the to-dos done that I really wanted to, because, I could knock out a whole lot. Just give me a laptop, give me hotspot, and I can definitely do some damage. But yeah, I didn't get to really do so much because I was too sleepy and tired. But you guys can see there. So let's get started on that. Yes, life gets away. I know that, Ginger. It's just, we're just busy gals. We got a lot going on. We want to do it all in one day, 1 week, and we can't. I'm going to be using the white here, and I do have some of the Firm Soft. I had some of the older clay that I wanted to use for the balls of the trim, but we're just going to go ahead and go with this. You guys can see this is a cutie. The bottom of the cake here, it was something I created for an event, a birthday event that I was on. This is just a piece of styrofoam that's underneath. This is a half styrofoam top from Hobby Lobby. And then everything else was cut out of egg cookie cutters that I had. And then all of the cute little flowers were just made out of clay. There you can see cute little flowers in a flower bed. Windows with a little bow. Just different things there that I did. But this is off styrofoam and clay. It's already dried and it's super light. And then we made cute little blooms here from a cute little mold that I did find at the Hobby Lobby. If you guys have not, I think I'm going to use this one today. If you guys have not gotten this one from the Hobby Lobby, you must get this one. This is a really good one to have, especially if you're making lots of blooms for creations. But guys, the leaves on this one are gorgeous because it's kind of deep. So when your leaf just does come out, it's got a nice puff to it. And I did paint them gold there. So the leaves are really, really beautiful. And even if you made just a bunch of them and set them out to dry and use them as you needed them, that would be perfect as well. So we're going to be using the white today for making some balls. Guys, look at what I did. And I always do this. Guys, do you guys do this? You have your things drying on the table and you don't pay attention and you put something on top, and I just smushed the bottom of my dragonfly there. Just destroyed it. Demolished it. I do that all the time, guys. I never move them out of the way. And I just demolished it. Could we save it? No, we can't. It's no good. Okay, so I'm going to bore y'all again with 3 little balls because we have to repair it. Sorry, guys, if this one's boring. And I don't know if I cut out that little plastic thing that holds the tag, because something is bothering me here. Sorry, guys. It's a Monday. I'm a barely awake Monday. I'm exhausted Monday, but I'm here Monday. So thank you all for being here with me. Hi, April. Hello. Thank you, Tina. Good morning, my friends. Hello, everyone. I have to split this one in half, right? Yeah. I hope all of you are having a fantastic morning, having your coffee, having your breakfast. Hopefully it's coffee because I need like extra cups today. I definitely need to get the coffee down. Not just because I need it to wake me up, but I love coffee. I just love, 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 love coffee. My daughter is a big coffee person too. So every morning when I woke up, the coffee was definitely sitting there ready. And she also always has a jar of espresso, of ground espresso, and she makes the cup of coffee. Before she makes the cup of coffee, she adds in a teaspoon of espresso, and I think I need a extra one there. She adds in a teaspoon of espresso before she tops it off with the coffee. So you can just imagine we're just a bunch of crazies, you know, ready to go. Where are we going? We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this, do that. And she definitely is that kid. You know, she's ready to roll. And it's always fun when you have partners in crime, right? Like that. The partners in crime that love to go out and hit all of the different places. We didn't make it out to the Hobby Lobby out there. I really wanted to get to the Hobby Lobby out there, but we didn't have a chance. Just because it's fun shopping with a kid that really loves it. My other 2 daughters love beautiful things as well, but they're just not really big Hobby Lobby fans. So you guys can see there. Okay, so get this baby out of the way before we smush it again. Okay, so let's get this off and out. Hi, Patricia from El Paso, Texas. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to this very mundane Monday. It is a very slow-paced Monday. I'm just really going slow here because I have 2 hours to be on today because I'm filling in 2 gaps today, and which is really nice. I never get to take my time when crafting. Today I'm going to be using this mold, and I'm going to be trimming out my mushroom with it. So I think I'm going to use here the round, the one that has the rounds here, which is a larger and a smaller. I'm just going to spray this with the baby oil, and something is bothering me here. Okay, just in 3 sections, and then just use my finger to kind of fill in all the cavities of the mold. I really have been wanting to finish this mushroom, and it's just been sitting there, and I'm like, this is going to be the perfect opportunity to do this today, to get this done. Guys, as I was driving, I kind of hopped in and out of lives. There was a lot of amazing lives this weekend. I didn't expect to see anyone on yesterday, you know, but yesterday evening on the drive-in, you know, and of course the Wi-Fi is really messy, so I didn't really jump in and say hi and stuff, because then it was like, you jump in, you say hi, and then, you know, you see your friends in there, and they're like Debbie's being rude. But because I wouldn't say hi back, but it was the Wi-Fi, so I was just watching as, you know, my husband was driving us home. Hi, Cecilia. Hi, Yvonne. Good morning, friends. A little trick that I have found that works for me really nicely when I use molds, I kind of do this whole thing here, right? Kind of rolling out a little log. And what I'll do is I kind of press and pinch, right? As I'm going like that. And it kind of helps with making it easier. You're kind of stretching your clay out. So you press and you're pinching at the same time. And you can see there, the clay does go in nicely to the mold as you do that. So just pressing and pinching. Good morning. I see a good morning from work. Lord have mercy. What's going on? Oh, Lord. Let me see. I saw a good morning text from work. Let me see. Okay. I shouldn't look because it's not my concern because I'm not working. Right? But I always get nervous because I'm like, what is happening? When I told them I won't be back till Tuesday, they were like, what? Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday is what I say. Tuesday. You know, I didn't take any time, Quincy. I didn't take Buenos dias, amiga. Happy Easter to you all. Yes, happy belated Easter to all my beautiful friends. You know, not even when I did have the injury, you know, when it was first happened, I didn't take any time off from work. I went to work every day. Some days were shorter than others. But I said, no, I'm going to take the time off now that I want to go spend some time with my family and do it in peace. I'm normally rushing. And, you know, like the injury was life-changing for me. I said, life is too short. I'm definitely going to utilize days and vacation days and all the different things that I do accumulate. And even if it has to be every now and then a call-in whenever I feel like I need it. Because I'm really hard on myself about taking time away from work. And I need to it's definitely one of the things that will change for me. And it already has. Because I've never left early on a Wednesday and took Thursday, Friday, and Monday off. Guys, that's like, oh my gosh, that's like a shocker. If you know me, if you call me, for my friends that are going to see this and know that I'm off today, I'm going to get messages and phone calls that are going to say, we can't believe you were off today. Yes. She's off today, and she's wearing her t-shirt, muumuu dress, and it's a fabulous day. It's a fabulous day. It's a great day, but it's also a sad day, guys. I'm not quite sure if you guys saw the news this morning. The Pope has passed, you know, and it is a very sad day to see that this morning. He did do his last Easter service yesterday, and then, you know, went in the middle of the night. So blessings and prayers to the Pope and to the world, because I know everyone is a bit saddened about that. So maybe I need I don't know. I kind of felt like for a second there that it felt like it wanted to get stuck in one little place there. So maybe I need to add in a little bit more oil, get this oiled up again. Normally when you spray one time with the baby oil, it will last you about 3 to 4 different You can use it about 3 or 4 different times without having to respray. But I think I'm going to have to do it a little today because maybe it was sitting too long and it was completely dry and I didn't get it all moisturized. Thank you all for being here, friends. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. Guys, I also, one of the goals that I did give myself yesterday was to possibly be on every day this week. I'm going to push myself to be on every day this week. Well, it's probably going to be every evening this week, whether it's just making something small, something cute, even if it's, you know, of course, repetitive. But I definitely want to build up my summer creations because I am going to be working on a garland here. This one here will come down hopefully tonight, and hopefully all of this will get put away. I'm not going to put it too far for the reason being that I want to use it and build it up in arrangements. And like I said, I'm going to really focus on working on arrangements. She never got finished, my bunny girl, but we do have lots of amazing pieces back here. This centerpiece here will come apart, but there's lots of great pieces in here that would be fabulous in arrangements. So it's definitely going to be changed into a summer background, but I got to work on that. So this week will probably be that. I'll be doing random jump-ons and creating just different fun summer crafts. I didn't pull enough clay. And then just planning for our weeks to come. On Wednesday, guys, don't miss out the Bright Ideas Crafters and Marketplace. On Wednesdays, the ladies do have the opportunity to either craft or either sell. So it's always an amazing day to definitely check out all the creators because a lot of them do have businesses and they are selling their product on Wednesdays, and you can definitely get great, amazing deals and product when they do come on and do their live sales. So you definitely don't want to miss that. And then also the amazing creators that make beautiful, amazing crafts. So this Wednesday, we do have a full lineup, and it's going to be firecrackers and patriotic fun. So it is a good one because we are getting ready for the 4th of July holiday. And it's all about, you know, we love the patriotic theme. I do. So it's the perfect time to start building up and working on those 4th of July crafts. So do check us out. Come hang out with us. We are going to be on Wednesday, and that one does start early and go into the evening. So, you know, throughout the day you will find crafters on. And if you're not able to make it, #replay, go back and visit with us, guys. We definitely do appreciate it. So this is nice and dry. I'm going to be gluing this to the bottom of my base here. Let's get these out of the way before I crush them, because I'm known for doing that. We have more coffee. Get that out of the way. I heard Ginger saying about stocking up on crap, and I just had a light bulb moment myself. I'm like, you know what? She's right. I need to get to Hobby Lobby, and I need to go stock up on my supplies. Just whether it's just the basics, like the glue, the tacky glue. We know we run through that stuff like crazy. I need to go and get my tacky glue, go get my little, the beads that I use for eyes. I tend to use these little beads for eyes. I need to go stock up on those because I use those a whole lot. And just all the little other things I use. I don't know if there's really a whole lot more. Maybe some styrofoam. I don't know. Dollar Tree canceled my order, guys. I don't know what happened. Maybe they couldn't fulfill it. But all the styrofoam I ordered, the styrofoam discs that supposedly are not going to be carried anymore, they canceled my order. I was so upset. And I did not have any time to stop at any Dollar Trees at all. And I passed a million of them traveling on the road. And I wasn't able to stop at not one single one, which is very disappointing because I'm after those discs. And Dollar Tree canceled my order. So that tells us something, guys. Either the stores are sold out and couldn't fulfill, or it's just something they're not going to carry anymore. Oh my goodness. But yeah, they canceled it. So that's also going to be one of the things I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be hitting some of my Dollar Trees here in town and looking for the disc. You're excited for the patriotic? I know I am too. This is going to be my first firework that I'm going to make, my first firecracker. I kind of want to make a firecracker and a cherry bomb because I have an arrangement that I want to make. I have an Uncle Sam donut that I've had that's so cute and I need to use it. I don't think I have very many patriotic pieces, but I do want to make some firecrackers to add to that, to create that. Oh, you know what? I do have the hamburger and hot dog I have a hamburger. I want to make a hot dog to add to that. But we'll see. It's like you're going to have too many things. What's going to happen? Maybe I can make two, right? It says you need to just make one. You can make two. You guys can see there, I added the trim there. That did dress that up and kind of clean that up and make it look nice. I also wanted to do that as well to the trim of the mushroom here as well. You can see there, right? That would be really cute to do that there around the trim. It just kind of makes it pop and just makes it look nice and clean and neat. What I want to do here I want to make a bunch of these little rounds here and just attach them there at the bottom. I don't know, maybe I should use the ½ teaspoon. Let's see how that would look. Let's see. Because this gap, when I had it up on the shelf, I could see it and it was like, oh, that just bothers me so much. So what I'll do is I'll just make a bunch of these rounds here and then just put them here around, and that will be perfect. I'll just make a couple right now just to kind of show you guys. But while I'm here, I want to make a bee. I also want to make a bee. I want to show you guys how to make a bee. I do make a bee out of cookie cutters, but I think I'm just going to use measuring cups today because I need a few bees for my garland piece that I'm going to be using here behind me. So I need to get a few bees done today. Let them dry so they're ready so that I can put them into the garland piece that I'm going to be putting up behind me. And guys, you can do these if you have archways in your home or even over a beautiful picture. You know, say you get the seasonal artwork like from Kirkland's, Hobby Lobby, all the different pieces. This is a beautiful thing, something to do over a beautiful picture, over a mantle, over in a kitchen area. You know, you can highlight it. You can tuck in all your different crafts. If you're trying to, you know, if you want different ideas to figure out what is it I can do with these crafts, you guys can see these were just some of the eggs that I made on other lives. I just added in the skewer and then just poked them into here. It's really easy and fun. They keep really nicely. They hold really nicely because I have them stuffed into a Christmas, it is a Christmas pine garland, and it definitely does hold really nicely. Good to know about the round styrofoam. Yes, you're going to start hitting the Dollar Trees. Guys, maybe that's what happened. Everybody hit the Dollar Trees and they're all gone. I don't know. But we definitely, if you have a chance, go look, because I heard on one of my lives that they were no longer going to have them, that it was going to be a discontinued item, and everyone has been on the hunt for them because that of all the styrofoams that I do use, that is my most favorite styrofoam. I use it a whole lot. For me, it is the perfect size for all of the different crafts that I do make. It is absolutely the perfect size. I love making macarons. I have them underneath here, in the bottom of this teacup here. I mean, it's just, I use it a whole lot. I use them a whole lot, and I got eggs popping out everywhere. Everything's just kind of placed in there. I don't really attach too much because today, promise me, I'm going to come in here with Ziploc baggies and I'm going to start bagging up everything. But I'm going to keep them in a bin close by so that I can use them for arrangements, because I definitely need to put these things together. Hi, Nomi. Hello, good morning. My husband's wrangling the troops. I hear him getting everyone together. Hopefully he's feeding them. Guys, I know I feel something. I don't know. It's bothering me. So we are now going into our second hour. So welcome, guys, to the 9 o'clock, it's almost 9 o'clock, segment. I'm Debbie from Debbie's Bright Ideas, guys, and I'm still here. Today is a 2-hour live event for myself, live segment for myself. So definitely welcome, guys. And remember when I told you guys that I do that thing where I don't pay attention? Yeah, watch. I was going to go like this and just smash all of it up right now. Smash it up. I'm going to have to put glue on each one and then attach. So let me just put a little bit of tacky glue on each one. We might make a mess here. Okay, and then attach. Okay. Let's just put these here. You guys can see what I'm doing. And it's nothing. This is so easy to do. It's basically like adding pearls to the bottom. And what I also want to do once these things do dry, I want to go back in and I'm thinking I want to paint them gold. So once they are dry, I think I will go back and give them a gold. I will use the Deco Art gold in the bright and just come in and paint this gold. I could have done a ruffle or something for underneath here, but I think just doing these simple balls like this would be really easy. I'm going to do this here for you. Just add these pieces here, show you what I'm thinking. And then I'm going to try and create a bee for you guys here. Right? So it's cleaning up really nicely. It's covering that gap that I did have there. So it will work out. And I got balls sliding loose. Don't act up on a live. Do not embarrass me. Oh, I hope they don't slide down. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing there, right? And that does clean up that. Makes it look just a lot neater and a lot more put together. Definitely have to use a little pressure here and get them smushed up together and kind of into that gap. Okay. So you guys can see. That's super cute. I had ideas for this thing here. I was going to make a beautiful Easter centerpiece with this. I was going to put beautiful flock bunnies around it. It was going to sit in a beautiful tray. This is what my imagination was telling me, and it never left the shelf. It never left the shelf, guys. Hi, amiga. Maria's Bake. Hola, amiga. How are you? I haven't talked to any of my girls. I haven't I've been on a hiatus these few days. I took away from social media. I took a break from everything. I definitely did focus on the grandbabies, on my daughter, all the different fun family things. I kind of had to walk away a little bit, but I missed you guys so much. I'm back. I'm so excited to be back. My grandson, we did get to see him play his last football game. He had 3 games in one day, guys. And you know what was so amazing is that my grandson is a teenager now, and he has so many amazing friends, and they live in the country. Country boys are, all boys are, they're all fun and crazy and all those weird things, but country boys, guys, you gotta love you some good old country boys. These guys are all from the country where, on the weekends they are on, these kids are on ATVs. They're just like little, I was just like, banshee. Just little, the cutest, adorable, most fun little banshees. And my daughter's house is the playground for everyone to come, where all the teenagers want to be. It's the cool house. And so they all love crawfish. So we had 6 teenage boys, not only just the family, but we had 6 teenage boys. And, the stories they tell, the things they say, my grandson would leave the table. The secrets were coming out, who likes who has a crush on who's dating who did what. It was just a fun time to be able to spend some time with my grandson and all of his amazing buddies. So yeah, you can imagine there was 6 teenage boys sitting at the table eating crawfish, and these boys can eat crawfish. It is where my daughter is it's literally like the Dallas, Louisiana border. So up where my daughter lives, crawfish is a thing. These children grow up on crawfish. They eat that. They've always eaten it. They know how to break it, take the meat out, do all the things. No matter how spicy they are, these kids love it. So you just, 6 amazing, fun boys sitting around the table with us. It was just a great, great night. And just to see my grandson he was in his lane. He was in his vibe. Just enjoying him. You get to, hi, Maria, A to Z Crafts and Decor. You see them when they're grandma, grandson, when they're in their home mode. But when you see them when they're in their full element with their friends and they're funny and they're laughing and they're having a great time. And it just was so much fun, guys. I just had a blast. But now we're back home and we are, now the family will all come back in May because my oldest grandchild is graduating in May. And it's going to be, I'm excited. So my oldest grandchild, Chloe Isabella, will be graduating this May, next month. So all the family will be here for that. It is going to be a big event. She's my first grandchild. She is not only my first grandchild graduating. So it's a big thing for us. We are so excited. We're going to have so much fun. My daughter that's coming from Dallas is a planner. So there's a whole itinerary already created. It's already been sent out to the whole family. And it is like jump on board, whoever wants to do whatever you want to do. But it is an amazing week of fun. So guys might see me in and out as well on that week. But you guys will know. I will let you guys know on the postings. But we are preparing now for that. So it was, as soon as Easter's over, now we're going into graduation, the end of school, summer. Then we're getting ready to go to Fake Bakers Gone Wild. Holy moly, macaroni, so many things going on. I know, let me tell you, and these boys are so good, y'all. Let me tell you how good these boys are. They are just little hams, I swear. And you got to love all of them, right? We're sitting at the table. And my daughter and I are sitting next to, each other, and we're all eating crawfish, and we're all talking and laughing. And one of them says, I think he got there a little later, and he's like, "Who are you, ma'am?" And it's all ma'ams, and they're all very polite and great manners, at least in front of us they do. And he's like, "Ma'am, I didn't get your name. Who are you?" And I said, "I'm Dylan's grandma." And he's like, and he paused for a second. He said, "Ma'am, how are you his grandma?" I said, he's like, he goes, "I thought you and her were sisters." He was floating my boat. I'm telling you right now, he was floating my boat. You're going to go to Arizona for 3 nieces' graduations, Brenda? I totally understand it. He's like, "How is that?" He said, and this came out of his mouth. Things just fly out of their mouth. He said, "How is that, ma'am? My grandma has wrinkles all over her face, and you don't have any." And I'm like, I love that kid. Can I take him home? Can I put him in my pocket and take him home? Just the most adorable things ever. You guys can see there, right? And you can see how that changed that up so quick, right? And just made it so cute. Okay, so as you can see, that's what we had there for the it's a bugging and a blooming. It's a bugging and a blooming. We're going to put this beautiful dragonfly here once I'm completed, but I do want to make a bee here on the live today for you guys. So after this, we'll jump into the bee. You guys can see I have, this one's big, but they're big, but it'll go somewhere here. I don't know, maybe I'll do a pink one. I'm not quite sure, but these are going to be beautiful for summer decorations. You guys can see there, right? Like this. But yes, it was a wonderful time. Wonderful, wonderful time. And they're all so cute and handsome and everything. My grandson is he's so handsome. Oh, and also, what was it? I forget what night it was. It was after the crawfish boil. They were already all gone. No one could spend a night. So that was a big tragedy because nobody could spend a night because not only both sets of grandparents were there. So my compadres were also there as well. So it was a big weekend of a lot of fun. My compadres came in. So my daughter does not allow anyone to stay at a hotel because you will be in trouble if you mention hotel to her. She accommodates everyone. She will put beds, blow up mattresses wherever everyone is staying there. So then her house is just beautiful and just plenty of space. And, everybody was so wonderfully comfortable, and we just had a great time going to bed together, waking up in the morning in our PJs, having coffee, chatting. It was just so much fun and catch-up time. But after the crawfish boil was over, we were picking up all the mess, getting everything put away, because you don't want to wake up to that kind of stuff in the morning. My daughter does have tons of chickens, so the chickens were, we were getting everything ready for the chickens in the morning. And my husband's taking the bags of trash to the front, and he comes back, and he's like startled. He's like, Jenny, your house is full of toilet paper in the front. So not only were we there in the back, and we didn't hear anything, and my grandson was just knocked out on the sofa, and my daughter has the most elaborate security system. But the security system didn't do any good that night because guess what? No one was paying attention to the security system. She had 25 notifications on her device because the girlies, and these were girls, this was no boys, this were the girls. So now it was the girlies that were there TPing the house. So the whole front of the house was TP'd with toilet paper. And, and we went in and we were looking at the footage and we were just laughing and cracking up because one of the girls comes up to the camera that has a crush on my grandson, and comes up to the camera. She's like, ma'am, I just want to say I'm sorry. So she apologizes before they TP the house, which is so cute. It's just teenage things. You just have to go with it and laugh at it and have such a great time. It's just all good, good, clean fun. It's just amazing to see the kids. It brought back memories because these are the things I went through with my kids. And you see these little kids drive up on golf carts because in the subdivision that my daughter lives in, everyone has a golf cart. It's how they all get around. So you see them in their pajamas coming in golf carts, and they pull up, and of course a parent is driving the golf cart, brings the girls, and they TP and do all that. It was an amazing time, Tammy. I'm telling you, it was. I just am so blessed, and just to see my grandchildren just thriving and just, living their best little lives. It's just so much fun. So much fun. So, okay, so let's get started on a B because, I'll just keep talking, but that's, I came to kill some time here. I have 2 hours with you guys, so I have to let you guys know. Hi, thank you, amiga. So, yeah, it was a fabulous time. I'm sure my daughter is just exhausted today because, my compadres weren't leaving until today. So she's finally going to get her house back, and I'm sure there's going to be lots of cleanup to do and all those things after hosting a big family event. It's definitely going to be a lot of cleaning up to do. So I do have this old yellow here that I had used on another I made an egg and different things. This yellow is squishy. It's probably about a year old. But I'm going to use it because we can't let it go to waste. I'm going to make it a little bit lighter because we're going to use it for our bee today. Or 2 bees today. How about maybe I can make 2 bees? You know what? I'm just going to mix it all together because I'm not going to let this go to waste. I'm going to add it to some white. Okay, it's not so bad. It's sticky, but it's not so bad. Okay, this is the old lime clay. Oh, thank you for the order. Appreciate you so much. Guys, it has been a busy weekend, and I am absolutely grateful. Orders will be all out today. Orders will be all out today. It is my goal to get everything done. My daughter did get a head start on the while I wasn't here because she did stay here this weekend. So she was amazing and packed so many for me. I will get everything else that did come in, get that packed and ready to go and out the door. They will be out the door. A little under a cup, right? So I think I'll use, this is sticky. See, so it even stuck to the thing. But I'm going to add in some of the new, oh, I broke my cup, y'all. Where it came in glued. See what happens with sticky clay? It will mess up your cup. Well, it did this one. I'm going to have to go get a new set. Gosh, my husband has that TV on loud. My word. It literally came. I don't know. I think I can get it back in here. I think. Yeah. Used to egg houses. I know. My house used to get egg, guys, but let me tell you, egg stains. Egg stains vehicles and stains doors. So, and eggs are expensive. We can't be wasting any more eggs anymore. Toilet paper, okay, but eggs, no. Hi, Carol. Hello. I'm like, I know. My house used to get egg all the time. AAA all the time. Like, good and bad. Like, you know, when they were, it was good and bad. The bad ones came ugly when they would do the cars and they would do the front door so badly. There was one time we had to completely power wash the heck out of it and repaint the door because this you have egg baking in Texas sun. It's not good. It stains. It's so weird. It stained the doors and it stained the vehicles. So so yeah, we're scared of eggs here, but we TP all day. I broke my cup, y'all. I messed my cup up. Okay. I might have to take the handle off and still use the silicone part. But yes, it was amazing. Just fun to see. They literally were like being so careful as they're TPing the house. But it's completely different. You know, when you're city living, the country living is completely different because there's just so much open, wide space out there. The kids are just, you know, and it's a big sports driven area. So these kids all play together, play sports together, go to school together, live in the same hoods together. It's just amazing to see. You know, it just kind of took me back in time, you know. We definitely did do a lot of reminiscing because it's all the things that, you know, it's exactly how I raised my kids. You guys can see there that, right, that lighten that up. That yellow was really strong and really deep, and adding in that cup of white really did help. Thank you all for being here. Okay, so I think we kind of mixed that in pretty well. I have an old bag here. We're going to put this in here because I don't want it to start building a skin as I'm working with it. Okay, what do we have here? 1/3. You failed me cup. You failed me cup. No, it was that super glue clay you had. Literally, that clay was like a year old. And it got sticky, but at least it was still workable. So let's use the 1/3 cup here. I think I'm going to use a 1/3 for each part of the body. I can do the bee as a flat. No, it's the clay, guys, because it's sticking to all the cups. It's okay. Okay, so we can do. It's still manageable. We're going to make it work. I'm really trying my best to use up all of the old clay I have because I don't sell it anymore. I have some in the back. I don't sell it anymore because I'm not able to get this in anymore. Guys, even with the new manufacturer that's sending out the soft, I ran into some stuff. So you guys might not see the soft in the shop for a while because we all know what's going on with the shipping stuff, right? With the tariffs and all the different things. When I put in the order with the company, and I don't know if some of you business owners have ran into these situations already. I have 1/3 of each. This is what I'm going to use for the body. So we're just going to go with this. I need some black. So I'm just using my table here and my palm of my hand, just rolling these around, just taking out all the indentations and imperfections in the clay. No, I'm going to sell. I definitely, the Firm Soft is not going away. My supplier and I have an amazing relationship. It is continuing to come in, and it is actually, for me, it is my most favorite clay, the Firm Soft. Now, the soft. I had brought back the Fabulous 4, which was the bright white, the cool mint, the cookie dough, and the turquoise in the soft, which is this one here. This one here. This is the soft, right? I brought this one back. Okay? But we ran into some problems. When I went in to go put in the new order, I was told that we can build the order, we can do it, but they weren't going to be able to give me the shipping price until it left the port, the day that it left the port. So normally I always put in my orders. I pay my orders, I build my orders, I pay my orders, they get prepared, they get sent out. With now that's happening with this company, I'm not sure, they don't want to take any chances or what's going on. The shipping will not be created until it prepares to leave the port. So it can drastically change. So I went ahead and put a pause on it, and I said, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. And either we can do it now, we can do it like we've been doing it. Give me the price you're going to give me, because it's going to be different. And let's do what we need to do. But they were like, no, we're sorry, we can't do that. We're not going to do it that way. It has to be done this way. So I went ahead and put a pause on it. So the soft could be way more delayed. No, the firm soft is definitely no stopping that one. Everything's fine. We're moving ahead with that. We have, of course, I am paying a lot more money, but it's okay. It's okay. It's what's happening. We can't help it right now. We're going to just pray that that we get through it really quickly. But no, I definitely have plenty of clay, and I have plenty of white. Okay. Once I pack orders today, I will go through all my inventory and I will see what I have, and I'll reload the Etsy shop. But no, as of right now, I have plenty of white. I have plenty of clay. The shipments are coming in. No worries on that. So I definitely will continue to have clay. It is the soft that I recently brought back that one's been like, I don't know. We're having those difficulties right now. So if soft has done really well. Everyone really, did order up on it, and it's back out there again. But unfortunately, we're probably going to have to pause on that one a little bit till we get through this stuff. Okay. So you see, I have 2 round balls here, right? And I'm just going to kind of smush them down a little, not too much, because I still want to keep them kind of poofy, right? I'm going to make my head part a little bit more oblong and make my body kind of a little egg shape. But not fully smushing them down. Just keeping them kind of rounded, but giving them their shape. My husband has that TV on so freaking loud. My word. My word. Somebody send help. I'm going to use a toothpick here just to kind of bind these 2 pieces together. Right, because I will start getting the skin here. Okay. No, definitely not stopping the business here. We are doing really well. The business is doing really, really well. Thank you, God. Thank you, Mike, to everyone. I appreciate every single one of you so much. And I'm so grateful that I have built up a great relationship with one of my suppliers, that things are working out really nicely. Okay, I'm going to just use here this tool that I have here that I normally do use for making little dents in the clay. I'm just going to make little dents in the clay now for where I'm going to be putting in my little antennas. Okay, just doing that there. I'm going to be putting in the little stripes of the bee. Let's use some of the black. I didn't get a cookie cutter for the wings. I think I'm going to use just a regular heart-shaped cookie cutter. See what I have there. I think that would be enough. You just made a green dragonfly? Yay, Tammy! I'm so happy. Isn't it so easy and fun? Guys, imagine you could sit, even the littles. The littles can sit and make these, and they are just so simple. Just the round little balls is all you need to make one of these. and let these dry, and you can put them in all your summer arrangements. Who doesn't love to see a beautiful dragonfly, guys? Imagine just putting a little hook on these or putting a little skewer, just putting them in all your different arrangements, pieces, you know, on topping one of your arrangement and your pieces off with one of these cute dragonflies. Super cute. I think it's just so much fun. I love to make, hi mama. There's my daughter, Jenny Lynn Fidova. Hi girlfriend, what you doing, girl? You getting your house back? I was sharing all of our beautiful fun stories, mama, from the weekend. How much fun we had. We had an amazing weekend. There's my beautiful daughter that hosted all of us in her home. My son-in-law and my daughter. Oh my gosh, amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yeah, it's super simple and super fun, this dragonfly. If you guys didn't see this, guys, it's super fun. It's just with teaspoons, and it is the easiest thing to make. It's so much fun. You can make so many of these, guys. You definitely want to get your teaspoons to make this one, because you do get the, you know, you do get those exact sizes there that you do need. I did use the teaspoon, and I did use the half a teaspoon on making the dragonfly. This one was made with the exact same, but once it's fully dry, like this one's dry, solidly dry, you will get a little shrinkage. So it started out like this, right? And it's going to shrink down to this size. So this is the one we made today on today's live. Okay, super fun. And you can make big ones. Can you imagine making a big one? I think I'm going to make a big one. I'm going to use the 1 tablespoon and make a big one. That will be super cute. Okay, so let's just roll out these logs. I need to get a plexi piece of that plexi thing to roll out little logs like this so that I can get an even rollout. I don't have one. Every time I go to the Dollar General, I forget to grab one. But I need to remember to grab one. Okay, so let's, how am I doing on time? See, look at that. I burned up 2 hours without even realizing it. I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to be on 2 hours. What am I going to do? You know, you talk a lot. You can definitely fill up 2 hours with your blabbing. You'll be fine. Yes, make one. They're so much fun. Like I said, sitting the little ones down with some clay. If if you have the little ones over and they get bored, or, you know, because you definitely do hear that. I'm bored. I'm bored. I want to have something. I want to do something. Well, this is something they can do. Make cute dragonflies. They're great teacher gifts. They're great, you know, additives to add on to a gift if you're going to a birthday party, all that fun stuff. You know, add it onto the gift bag, or just a little extra something to put into a gift. Definitely do make it really nice when you receive one of those. Just give it a little more. And this bee's only going to have 2 stripes. So we're only going to put 2 stripes on this bee. He could have 3, but we're going to do 2. Maybe I'll do a black collar. I don't know. Or maybe I'll do little black beads around the neckline. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I think that will be good there. Okay, I think I could add some tacky glue. Just for extra security. Okay. Shh, she's gluing. We need quiet. She's gluing. Let me see. Okay. The bees that I do have a tutorial on, and I put them in my YouTube as well, because I do get messages like every other day from Facebook letting me know that they're about to delete my videos. And so it gives me an opportunity to send them to YouTube. So my cookie cutter bee that I did make on, I don't know, I don't think it was a live. I think it was just a tutorial that I did. I did send it to YouTube, and you guys can see the way I made my cookie cutter bee there. And you can make so many of those. And they came in so handy for me, guys. When I did the wreath for the front door, I was able to just quickly put them into my wreath, and they look adorable. They are adorable on the wreath. So you guys can see there, right? Just some little bee stripes. Right, I'm just pressing them into the clay here, just so that it can attach really nicely. Okay, let's do eyes. Let's do eyes, and let's do a nose, and let's do antennas, and let's do wings. All right, we need wings. I'm going to have to get a cookie cutter here. Let's see what I can find. We have this one here. That's huge. Huge. Oh my God, that's big. We have this one here. They don't have to be so big, right? They can be cute and small. Cute and small. So we have this heart. We'll use that one. Okay. I want to make eyes. Let's make a cute face before we attach wings. So we'll just use this here for some white. How's everyone doing so far? Thank you for hanging out with me, guys. I appreciate y'all for staying on. Or if you come back and forth, I appreciate you. I know it's Monday and we have lots of other crafters starting off the week here. So if you happen to see this later, hashtag replay, let me know you were here. I definitely do appreciate every single one of you. I think this will be good enough for eyes. So I just split that in half, and I'm going to roll these out, kind of smush these down. Right, just using my finger here for that. Really simple, nothing. Everything I made here is just basically balls, smushing balls, or rounding off balls. Nothing too crazy, but it just shows you what you can put together, but just by doing these little, using little spoons and rolling out balls and just attaching things together, the things that you can create. Once you start bringing it all together, it creates such a cute, fun little craft character. I'm just going to kind of use my finger here and make this a little oblong, not too much, not changing the shape too much. Just a little bit. Okay. Oh, good morning, sister. Okay. I know that looks strange, right? But those are the big whites of the eye, right? And I did bring those close together because I kind of want to do something a little different on the eyes. Let's see. I'm going to use Perel's. I think that one will be good there. I hope I have another one. I need to restock this whole Perel thing I have here. And I say Perel's, but they're beads, guys. These are beads for stringing. Just as long as when you do use them, making sure you put the holes where they're not seen. Okay, I do want to make a nose. So I want to use red for a nose. So I'm going to grab a smidge of red for that. And it's going to be kind of a pretty big one. So let's see. Yeah. Okay, we'll keep it pretty big. This one's going to be like my goofy bee, right? Just putting it in there like that. Okay, just like that. And then now putting in my eyes. Really cute. Let's see. Just kind of make an indentation here where I'm going to add in some tacky glue. Like that. It's crazy how fast these things change, right? Once you give them their face, they become so cute, just like that. Just a cute nose, some eyes, really fun. Okay, let's do a smile. Put this red away. Piece of black for a smile, right? We need some antennas as well. So let's get another smidge of black. This is going to need antennas. And I won't make very big antennas. Hi, Leanna. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So this is just a cute, fun little bee that we're making here. Right, you guys can see the tacky glue that I have there. When you have those little things of tacky glue like that, you just take these silicone tip things are really good for cleaning up crafts like that. When you have tacky glue that's kind of seeping out, just taking your silicone here, I don't even know the names of these things. It's got a silicone tip. Your silicone brush or whatever this is, I don't know. I didn't even see the name on it. I just grabbed them because they're good tools to have. And just cleaning up all that excess tacky glue. Really does work really nicely. Okay, black. Let's take a smidge for a smile. You don't want to touch clay with tacky glue fingers or wet fingers because then you will have a sticky, icky mess. Okay. How's everyone doing? Who's back? Maria, you're back? I know today's Maria's day off. How's your day off going, amiga? You're having a good day? Hopefully it's an amazing day of rest and planning. That's too much there. I'm sure it's a lot of to-dos today, right? The days off are really not days off. We kind of like always have so many to-dos. I kind of want to make the mouth a little swirly. I don't know if that even makes sense, but I don't know. It's too late now. You already stuck it on. It's there. It's there. Hi, Maritza. Hello. Good morning. Maybe give it some little dimples. It's there. You did it already. Right? We attached already, so it's got a cute little goofy smile. Just like that. Right? Cute. Maybe we'll give it some eyebrows. Why not? It's cute when they all have different kinds of faces on them, right? Different smiles. You can do like the surprise smile. You can do just a straight smile, or you can do this little zigzaggy smile. Kind of change up the look of your bee. He looks like a goofy little bee. Okay, antennas. Antennas and wings. And we're at 34. Not bad, not bad. Right, split that in half. I don't know. I might be able to get 2 antennas out of that. Okay, let's get a piece off for the brown part of the antenna. You started your diet today. You're hungry. Oh, girl. Getting on that diet. Well, God bless you, sister. God bless you, my friend, on the diet. I hope it works for you and you do amazing on it. Hi, Cynthia. Hello. Good morning. Big-headed girl, why are you making yourself suffer over that diet? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Life's too short. I'm not saying don't eat right. I'm not saying don't get on a good hit diet, but do not make yourself suffer. Okay? Look at that. Do not make yourself suffer over a diet. You gotta, no, life's too short. Eat everything you want to eat, guys, but it's small little portions. Whether it's just a bite. Sometimes you just gotta bite it and get rid of it. You know, whether it's bite it, give it to the dog. Bite it, throw it to the birds. That's what I do. You hope to too. No, girl, don't suffer. No suffering for the diet. No headaches, no stomach aches, no making yourself feel weak or no. Eat it. Be happy. Drink it. Be happy. Like I do. Bite it and throw it to the birds. The birds have to eat too, y'all. The birds have to eat too. Like when my husband's home, he is the biggest, like I told him, You are an enabler here. Yes. He goes to the store. He comes back with, he brings a big salad, but he brings a big cup of banana pudding, a bag of gummy bears, and M&Ms. I'm like, you're killing me right now. But like I said, I got my spoon, dunked it in the banana pudding, had a big spoon, and I'm like, here, take it away. I'm done. He's like, you're done? I said, yes, I'm done. That's it. That's all I needed. Just need to make taste it. It's amazing. I love it. It's great. And there, I'm done. So he ate some of it, and then it's like, okay, we're done with it. Because he doesn't eat a lot of sweets either. Well, he doesn't eat a lot of sweets. I do. I'm the sweet head. I love sweets. But it's just learning. I guess it's just learning portion control, right? And it's what I'm doing for myself. It's like learning portion control. Of course, you're in your 50s, your late 50s, mid 50s, and the weight doesn't come off the same, right? Especially being in menopause and all those things. And it just doesn't come off the fast because, you know, you're lacking the progesterone, the cortisol, cortisol, all the different levels that are all out of whack, right? The estrogen, everything out of whack. So I think it's just learning how to get that in balance, because like I've heard, you can do all the dietary things. You can exercise till you're like, you can't walk anymore, but it's getting the hormone levels in order, which is the three that I talked about. And that's definitely where the key to 50 something weight loss. I haven't learned it. I haven't mastered it, but I do read up on it and try my best to figure out how I can, because I've done everything that you can imagine, guys, like calorie counting, Noom. I took the shot at one time. I did the shot. You know, I did the, what you call it? The Wegovy, what was it? The semaglutide one. I did it a month and a half. I paid for it. It was so expensive. I would go to my doctor's office. They gave it to me once a week, and it made me so sick. You embrace it. You have to. It made me so sick. And I just said, I'm not going to do this to myself. I can't. And it wasn't even doing anything for me. I think I lost 5 pounds. 5 pounds. And it was like, but honestly, to tell you the truth, you know how I lost the 5 pounds? Because I was so thirsty. I was like dying of thirst. Like I drank like a gallon of water a day. I thought I was going to drown. But that's what it was. It was because I was just sucking down the water, and I wasn't eating anything else but water. So I lost the 5 pounds that way. So I told myself, well, maybe if I just drank water on a normal basis, but no me gusta water. No me gusta. Coffee, my coffee has water. But I do know better that I have to drink the water. I have to force myself to drink the water. But, you know, like I said, I've done it all. And I've come to terms with, I'm going to just live my best life, bite that cupcake if I want to bite it, and then just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Well, yeah, your pants are not going to fit because we're never going to be that size again unless you miraculously can do it. But you know what you do? You go into the closet with a big black Glad trash bag, and you take everything out, and you throw it, and you put it in a bag, and you send it to Goodwill. And if you do get that, and kudos to you, and kudos if I ever could get to that size again, guess what? I better just go buy myself a new pair of pants. I'm just gonna go buy a new pair of pants. If I make it, I'm going to reward myself and buy myself the new pair of pants. But yeah, that's what I did. I was holding on to these jeans, guys, that were like, I don't know if you guys remember these Miss Me jeans that were like $150 each, because they were all the blingy bling bling and the booty. You were bootylicious, right? And you're like, when you're out there dancing, shaking your thing, right? I can move. I'm starting to be able to move, guys. Shaking your thing out there, and your booty was blinging all over the place, right? Because you thought you were all that in 10 bags of chips, and in these $150 jeans. I was saving these jeans, right? They're not even in style anymore. Well, they're kind of coming back in style again, but they were like, I'm going to get that size again. No, not even one of my thighs. I said, you know what, Deb, if you make it back to that ever again, you buy yourself a new pair of jeans. You had those? I'm telling you. Yeah, they were the jeans. It was like, I used to go down to the country western store where they sell all the, you know, the western gear, and I would go get me a pair. Yeah, I had a few of them. I mean, not just say that. I had a few of those jeans. But yeah, I finally parted ways with them, got rid of them, put them in the bag, sent them to the Goodwill. Guys, I don't even get off at the Goodwill anymore. I just pull up. The young lady comes with a shopping cart, and she unloads everything into the shopping cart. They give me a ticket, and I'm gone. And that's because I would overthink it too much. Hi, Jenna. Good morning. I would overthink it too much, guys. I would be like, well, Goodwill sells their things, and I don't like their prices, and I'm going to send it over here because, no, I had to just let all that go because that was holding me down from getting rid of things in my house. And I'm starting to purge. You gave your old jeans to your girls, and they don't even fit into them. Exactly. So, kudos to you, Maria. You're doing that, girl. But don't be making yourself suffer, amiga. Don't be suffering, girl. We don't need headaches, and we don't need none of that, chica. Have the coffee. Just make it all black. Make it all black. Have the coffee. Have the bite of whatever you want to have. Life is too short. Guess what? If y'all see me at Fig Bakers Gone Wild, guys, and I'm chubby, you're going to see Chubby Debbie. Sorry. Just going to warn y'all ahead of time now. I got a lot going on here, and sorry, guys, when I get there. But you guys can see it anyway here on the camera. So why am I lying? I ain't lying. You ain't lying. But yeah, don't invite me to your house because I'm gonna make you drink that coffee, and I'm gonna entice you to drink that coffee and entice you to bite that donut. Yes, the Pope just passed away, Christine. I know. He sure did. He did his last service yesterday. He rode in his last caravan. You know, he did, greet the people, was out there with the people, and he did pass last night. It was, it's completely, it is definitely a dark day today. We definitely are mourning the Pope. You guys do have a strong spiritual background, which I'm sure we all do because we all love Jesus, right? We all love our Jesus. But yes, we mourn him and we celebrate him. And it is not just for the Catholic religion, because it is for all. If you believe in God, it is for everyone. God is everywhere. God is in all of us. So definitely, absolutely, it is a day of mourning for our Pope. You're locking your closet. That's right, girl. Because I'm coming with the Glad trash bags. I'm coming with you know what? And my comadre this weekend asked me. She asked me on that because she's struggling with purging as well. She asked me. She goes, Deb, what kind of advice can you give me for purging? I said, I'm going to give it to you right. This is exactly, it might not work for you, but this is what helped me. I went on Amazon. I ordered a box of 30-gallon black, and they have to be black because you don't want to see the stuff. You don't want to second guess it. The black trash bags, put them in. I took the box straight to where the closet in the room that I'm purging in. Went in, just started yanking things off the hangers, taking stacks. I mean, I'm telling you, I had stacks of jeans like this. Just grabbing whole stacks, throwing them in the black bags, putting a knot on them. And before you know it, there was a pile there and I didn't know what was in each bag. And guess what? Took them straight to the car, loaded them in the back seat, pulled up to the Goodwill and told the girl, come get them. Because I was holding on to things for, it's just, no. You're holding on to those things and then you're getting the things that you need now, right? For the size that you are now. So just imagine you have the whole store in your house because you have every size imaginable in jeans, tops, blouses, you name it. It is time to purge, like Oprah said, if you don't wear it in 2 years, if you haven't used that, touched it, wore it in 2 years, it's time to get rid of it. We got to go. We have to go, guys. So it definitely is working for me. I'm not saying it would work for everyone, but it is a good, like you say, out of sight, out of mind. Just get it in there and get rid of it. But yeah. Kudos to those of you that are on, new health kicks and doing all that because I'm thinking about you. I'll be thinking about you. I'll be thinking about you. Because I said, I'm not a hog. I'm not a piggy. I'm like, I don't gorge. I'm big boned it. I big boned it. And you see, guys, I cut out 2 hearts, right? And these are going to be my wings. My son-in-law laughs at my daughter and I, because he says, y'all make up your own language. I said, I'm big boned it. I've been big boned it since you know me. I said, I've been big boned it since I was a little girl. I was not a thin child. I was not a skinny kid. Now, maybe for a little while when we were starving all the time and we didn't have food and groceries and, we were struggling and we were really poor. You ate what you ate. You ate what was there. And, you rationed what, we were always rationing growing up. But obviously it isn't that life for me now. I'm blessed and have abundance of everything. Thank you, God. But, it's just learning self-control. But I'm just a big girl. I'm just a big lady, a tall woman, a big woman. Okay, so there's our little bead, right? Our bead, I attached the little wings. It's got a goofy little face. I kind of wanted to add in some stitching. I don't know how that would look. I wanted to kind of make it look like it was sewn. I have this brush here, one of the little scragglers. Maybe use some black paint. Let's see. I have some black paint somewhere. Down here, I have this big old bottle. I kind of wanted to do like a little stitching around the wing like that. I don't know. This brush is kind of thick. I could ruin it. But guess what? If we ruin it, we're going to ruin it together here on Alive. Right? But you know what? It's clay. It's clay. Guess what? If you don't like it, you make another one. You make another one, or you just rip the wing off and you start again. Right? It's clay. We just start over. Right? We start over. It's real quiet out there, guys, and I'm very scared right now. They're probably all asleep, snoozing somewhere. So what I kind of wanted to do, since we do have a little time, you have lost so much weight, Jenna. So how did you lose the weight, Jenna? Hi, Debbie Jean. How did you lose the weight, Jenna? I've done it all, guys. What about using indentations with a tool? I could, Maria, right? Do the little indentations, but I kind of wanted to make it look like it was stitching, Maria. So like little stitch marks. That's what I kind of wanted to give it with the black. Kind of like if it was sewn. Like, you know how they have like the little sewn up eyes? And like little stitchings around the wings. Okay, kind of like this. How did you lose the weight, Jenna? Hi, Elisa Chavez, Palma. Jenna, I'm going to keep them away. You had surgery, and no, it's not the easy way out. Yeah, I have some friends that have had the surgery as well. So, if you had the surgery and it helps, heck yeah. But and you have to, once you have that surgery, that becomes a whole thing too, because you have to get on a better eating plan. You have to learn how to eat right, to not gain the weight back. You definitely have to learn all of that, right? So you can see the stitching. Because I've had friends that have done that, and are going through all of that journey. And, some of them, and very close friends. So I definitely walk the journey with them, and I see all the different ins and outs of that. So if you're able to have that surgery, that's amazing, because it does help. It does help. But as far as doing it naturally, guys, I will tell you, even those that have had the surgery, do not deprive yourself. Do not deprive yourself at all. Like I said, even if it's just taking that bite, even if it's just, that bite and getting rid of it. Because depriving is the reason why we end up back where we end up at. But I will tell you, being in your 50s and 50-somethings, 60-somethings, things just do not work the same. But it has to do with hormones. It's our hormones. Because when you're young and, young and fun and all those amazing things, when we're young, everything's working in order. Everything's, you're abundantly blessed with hormones. All your hormones, they are not out of whack, but once you're of a certain age, they all go out of whack. You can see there, that's the stitching. I kind of wanted to do, that's right, YOLO, you only live once, live it, baby, live it. I kind of wanted to do stitching around the eyes. I don't know. Or some eyelashes. Let's see some eyelashes. Why not? Let's do eyelashes. We have a little bit of time. I have a few more minutes for eyelashes. But yeah, the weight loss journey thing, I guess none of us will really ever, you know, the magic shot, you know, is a great thing as well, right? That does help. I've tried it. It didn't help me. I'm like, I tried it for a month and a half, guys, and I paid so much money for it. $300. $300 a month to get a shot. Right? I would go to my doctor's office. This is what made I didn't feel good. Plus, I didn't like someone telling me that we were going to have to increase my levels. I'm just doing little lashes. And went in and got that semaglutide shot. Paid $300. And this is when it first came out. Oh, don't forget about the Stinger. I know, because I always forget the Stinger AAA. Always. First came out, and I would go to the doctor's office once a week. You know, my daughter tried it. My daughters tried it. My sister was on it. Everybody was, come on, you know, I was like, you know, asking questions. I was like, because I'm such a chicken. And I'm always that 1% that, you know, things, you know, that stuff when they're reading, oh, try this. And the very end of the commercial, and they're like, oh, but could cause severe whatever, blah, 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 blah. You could have a heart attack, you could die, could cause depression. That's me. I'm that percent at the very, that affects. So sure enough, it affected me like that. I felt so sick, guys. I was getting cramps every night, Charlie horses that you could not even imagine. The headaches I was getting, everything was so bad. And everyone was like, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You're just being a drama queen. No, I'm not. I was sick. So I just said, you don't need this, Deb. So I stopped. And now, guess what? They're figuring out all kinds of things that are happening with it. There's a lot of side effects that they're not talking about. And I heard one is hair loss. Hair loss, all the different kinds of things. So, but it does work for those that it does work for. It's amazing because it's worked really well for my sister and my daughter. One of my daughters. Like, they are doing amazing on it. We put some little lashes there, right? Just some cute lashes for fun. Okay, so let me get a stinger because we have to have a stinger because I never put a stinger on my bee. Okay, we have a few more minutes. Guys, I'm telling you, come on a live and it goes from, you can go from crafting to making this to trips and weight loss and whatnot, and it's all kinds of stuff, right? We talk about it all here. This is what's so amazing about getting on lives, that you get to visit with all the things that we go through as women, right? Listen, do not be acting up. Guys, it came out pretty cute with the stitching. I'm very pleased with it. It gave it that extra something. Just get rid of that because they don't ever want to come back. Yes, just get rid of those pants, girl. When you get down to that size that you're working so hard for, you're going to treat yourself to a new pair. You are going to treat yourself to a brand new pair, chica. Get rid of them suckles. If you definitely get down to your desired size that you're working so hard for, treat yourself, girl. Treat yourself. Okay, I'm just getting a black piece of clay here. Didn't even measure it. We're just going to kind of make like a, kind of look like a tadpole kind of thing here, right? And we're just going to attach a stinger here to it. Just kind of smushing it there into the clay. I'm going to add some tacky glue and we're going to be done. We have a complete bee. Thank you all for hanging out with me, guys. It was 2 hours here with me. If you came back and forth and hung out with me, I definitely do appreciate every single one of you. We did have some creators out. This isn't what the lineup usually looks like on a Monday, but because we did have some creators out today, I said, you know what? I had to get in here, jump in here, and kind of fill in because we had way too many gaps, and it was going to, the schedule was going to be broken up really, really way too much. But I had a great time. I'm glad I got on here because I had fun making this bee, chatting with you guys. There is the cute bee. There she is. Bzzz, bzzz. It's got a stinger. It has wings. It has stitching. You had severe reaction to metformin. Symptoms were from that. You had, oh yes, you know what? That was the same thing, Christine. I was feeling a massive pain, and that's really what stopped me. Forget about everything else that I was having. The pain that I was having in my kidneys. Okay, the pain I was having in my kidneys was what startled me. And I said, oh heck no, I am not sacrificing my kidneys for 5 pounds. So yeah, it's what stopped me. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. So, but yeah, so blessings to all of you that are on all your amazing goals, whether it's new eating plans, new business goals, new purging goals, getting closets under control, craft room goals, cleaning, organizing, all those different things, any business that you're starting, just any amazing things that you have going on for yourself, some spiritual connection, definitely spending more time with your devotionals, with your Bible, with, any kind of thing, like, any kind of spiritual relationship you could build is definitely a plus. I will tell you, everything doesn't align with everything else, falls in line once you have that amazing spiritual connection with our Lord and Savior. So definitely, if I'm going to recommend anything to you, it would be start there first, and everything else after that will come in so clear-minded. Hello, Brenda. Thank you, Brenda. But yes, I appreciate every single one of you for hopping on with me today. Definitely, let's go check out Angie from Angieland's Crafting Boutique. We do have a special guest today, Debbie Marcinkowitz from Paper Sweeties. Check her out. We have all of our other amazing girls that will be on today. Thank you to Jenny from Colossal Creations. Misty's Creations will not be in today. Miss Das, Marisa was out today as well. So we have a little bit of a break. We have Miss Christina as well. She's here right now from I'm Snow Crafty. So we want to check out all of our beautiful crafty friends today that are going to be on, making something cute and amazing. I'm so grateful for every single one of you that got on with me today. You saw we were here working on our mushroom, making a cute dragonfly, okay, for the bugging and a blooming. Hopefully this inspires you to want to make something cute and fun. Start working on the cute summer crafts, right? We're going into the summer seasons, the patriotic seasons, the Cinco de Mayo. We can't forget our fun Cinco de Mayo. That's probably what I'm going to be working on this week, guys, is Cinco de Mayo fun, because I'm going to be working on building up my tier tray and getting that all done. I also want to do a cute breakfast one as well, because I want to create a breakfast fun tier tray and a Cinco de Mayo tray. So those will be crafts that I'll be working on here on the next few lives. Definitely do check me out. I have put down a goal for myself to hopefully come on every day this week. So look for me, guys. If you have some time, come hop on with me, come jump on, say hello, visit with me for a little while if you have some time, or if not, catch me in the replay. I would definitely appreciate it. Thank you all so much. I'm Debbie from Debbie's Bright Ideas, and I hope you have a buzzing, amazing day. Bye, guys. And it says slow connection and I can't go because Facebook doesn't want to let me go. Okay, bye, guys.